my mind is, my perceiving consciousness is perceiving it, and then, you know, I'm like connected to that, and I experience that, and I feel that freedom. But when I walk away, tomorrow morning I wake up, well, you say I don't wake up, but I get out of bed, I won't feel this.
You don't know. Don't know. Why do you want to say that?
Because
you don't know.
What happens when I come
you don't
here.
Know. If you want to spin your past, you could. You're free to do that. You could spin it and repeat it. Sure. We'll come back next week, and you'll tell me the same thing you told me now. But you don't know. Stay with you don't know. You don't know. Be open to the possibility that the freedom that you are now, that is revealed to you now. I'm not revealing it to you. It's revealed to you by consciousness. It's not, I have to come to have it revealed to me. It's consciousness that reveals everything. And that hides everything. That's the funny part of it. So be open to the possibility that you might be surprised. But there are certain tools being shared with you in satsang. Use them. I'm not talking about practices. They go under the radar. But there are hints and pointers and tools given in satsang. Use them. For example, don't project it tomorrow waking up. You see, I never wake up. Because I never experience tomorrow. Never. I never go to sleep.
But how do you do that? How do you keep
So,
that?
When you project it tomorrow, when you project time, then what comes with that is a package deal. What comes with that is a me. See, time relates to a me, to a person living in time, progressing in time. So whenever the thought of me in time arises, you could see it as being a hoax. It's like a thought about Santa Claus, once you know that Santa Claus is not real. Or a thought about pink flying elephants. They arise. You realize, that's funny. There is this recurring thought of pink flying elephants. Somebody actually yesterday was telling me we're in a hangout, and he said, I have these lyrics of music from the 60s that keep arising. Yeah. And they're bothering me, and it's just drifting. So when you in time arises, like you said earlier, when I wake up tomorrow morning, that's you waking up tomorrow morning. So you just, in one sentence, you've created the you, the me, and time. It's a package deal. Notice that. Notice that in your...
It's like a tool to notice the me, right?
Yeah, the time, me in time has the seed of mortality in it. And the fear of death, the primordial fear is built into that mentation. And the body stores that. It contracts, me tomorrow, it contracts, and that contraction is the root of it is the fear of death. because of the belief in mortality and the sense, the feeling of mortality. There is this thought, like we were talking earlier about the thought and the sensation. Remember, we were saying that thought is more ephemeral than sensation. So there is a thought, I'm going to die, but there is the sense in the space. There is this feeling. It's sort of, it's like when you're painting, you cover the whole screen with blue, and then you painted trees and mountains, whatever. But there is a background of the whole painting of the fear of this sense of mortality that's in the space, and it's connected to every fear and every reaction that you have, every emotion that you have is in one way or the other connected to the fear of death.
So is it the I? The me is the I, right? So all the stuff that you're talking about is the I or the me that should be watched. Not that word should, but that is watched.
Yeah, well, the term I has various meanings, many different interpretations. You can go around the room here and you will have many different representations of I. Every person will have a different representation of I. So there is that I, which is the mind, the I as a character, as a person with their specific history, their specific desires, their specific preferences, their specific resistances, their specific pains, their specific moods, etc. That is one reference to the term I. There is another reference to the term I, which is the I am, I as beingness, I as consciousness. Not a personal I, you say, more like the universal I, the I of the cosmos, the beingness of the cosmos. That I is, that I when you ask yourself, am I? Or, for example, am I here? Right now. So you can ask yourself this question right now. And let's do it. Let's ask ourselves the question now. Am I? Am I here right now? And what is the answer to the question? Yes, I am. How do you know that yes, you are? What you did in an instant is you went and you checked. And you came back with the answer. You went and you checked. It's like I asked you, is the cat in the bedroom? So you walked into the bedroom, you opened the door, you saw the cat purring on the bed, closed the door, and you came back and you said, yes, the cat is in the bedroom. In a way, that's what you did right now. You went and you checked. And you came back and you said, yes, I am. Where did you go to check? You went to the eye. You went to the eye and you looked and you said, yeah, and you came back and you said, I am. Of course, I'm spreading it. It's so much. It's direct. I'm just spreading it. Just to sort of to just invite you to see something about that. In that, you went in a split of a second to the I, and you came back and you said, yes, I am. Where did you go? You went right here, right now. I didn't see you go anywhere. I didn't see you go and open the bedroom and look. And you just said, yes, I am. Why? Because you are the I. You are the I, the I of consciousness, the I of presence. Now, when I tell you, tell me about the me story, meaning tell me about Mary, then you're also going to go somewhere. And you're going to go to your archives, to your files. Files and folders, right? Memories, events, your mother, memories of your mother, things your mother told you, whatever. You know, every one of us has their own files and folders. And I'm not in any way trying to defile them or put them down. I'm just describing what the process of what is this me quality. So you go to your files and folders. You say, oh yeah, you know, I'm born in such and I'm this and that, and my mother is this in this village in this town, and this happened to me, and that was my first boyfriend, etc. And they're all bits and pieces of memories and thoughts. You see, they're the story. They're like the images on the screen. Why am I saying they're the images on the screen? Because even for you to go to the file, to pull the file saying my mother is so and so, and that's my mother. That's me, for example. Me, here's me as a baby. You know, there is somebody that goes to the files. You, the eye of consciousness. You as presence, as consciousness, look at this and says, oh, that's me at 3 months old, and that's my mom. And we were in Long Island in 19 so-and-so. So there is you, the you person, which is okay. You know, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with me, the person. Me, the person, but there is I consciousness that's perceiving that. That's not some other consciousness. It's you as consciousness. I'm saying there is nothing wrong with the me story. There is nothing wrong with the me story on one condition, which is to realize that I am not the me story. That I am the consciousness, the borderless, infinite, universal consciousness that perceives the me story. And my name is Magdi, and I'm so many years old, I live here. But I know myself to be the awake, aware, borderless presence of being. Transparent, my body is the universal body. I know myself. So the me story, no problem. If you call me tomorrow and says, hey, you know, are you available for coffee? I'm going to look at my schedule and says, yeah, let's have coffee. That's me character, you know, have coffee. But all along, the me character story does not overshadow, never overshadows that I am this pure aware presence. Why? Because that's what I am. I am the screen. When I say I don't mean I as Magdi, I mean I as the universal I as you, I as the universal I. That's what I as you, as I. You know, the language is limited, but I'm not distinguishing myself from yourself. No, that it's one self, it's one consciousness, one reality. There aren't numerous reality, and one reality is more real than another, or better than another. That's mind stuff. You're welcome. Mm-hmm.
So, the story of Magdi,
yes,
does not overpower the story of the oneness that you are.
The oneness that I am is not a story.
Right.
Yeah, the story of Magdi does not overshadow the reality of beingness, of I amness as I pure consciousness.
Right.
Yes.
And I understand that, but